The restaurant lights were too harsh, too many faces pretending not to notice the tension burning between us. She leaned back in her chair, wine glass dangling from her fingers like she was performing on stage. "Stop acting like you own me," she said, her voice sharp enough to cut through the polite laughter surrounding us. "You don't get to decide where I go or who I'm with." The laughter that followed came from her friends, her coworkers, the same people I'd once driven home after office parties. I smiled, not because I forgave her, but because I finally saw the finish line. "You're absolutely right," I said calmly, slipping my wedding ring off and setting it on the table. "We're not married." The chatter died instantly. Even the waiter froze mid-step. She laughed, tried to play it off, but her eyes faltered, just for a moment, the instant where arrogance met fear. The bill had already been paid. I stood, buttoned my jacket, and walked out. That's when I realized something. Revenge doesn't begin with fury. It begins with silence. We met at a charity gala. She told me I was too quiet for a man in finance. I told her she was too loud for someone with secrets. She laughed, and that laugh hooked me, made the whole room disappear until it felt like it was just us. We built everything together, or so I believed. The house, the business, the trust funds, even the illusion of forever. She was the dream I worked overtime for. But dreams fade fast when they find brighter lights. I should have noticed sooner. The nights that stretched longer. The new phone she guarded like state evidence. The perfume that wasn't hers. But love blinds the kind of man who thinks loyalty is contagious. It wasn't a text that gave her away, it was timing. One weekend, she said she was heading to a wellness retreat. I sent flowers. They came back undelivered. The delivery guy told me, "Sir, that place doesn't exist." The next week, I checked the GPS tracker I'd installed when her car got stolen last year, a precaution she once thanked me for. It pinged from a cabin 2 hours away. 2 names on the rental form, hers and his. Pain didn't break me, it refined me. I didn't confront her. I strategized. Step 1. Ownership. The house, the accounts, the business, everything was in my name. She'd signed it all over temporarily to improve our loan ratio. She never bothered reading the fine print. Step 2. Documentation. Screenshots of her messages. Audio pulled from the cabin's security feed. Copies of her fake expense reports. I paid extra to get them. Step 3. Isolation. I waited until she left for another weekend getaway. Then I called the locksmith, reset the alarms, and packed her things into neatly labeled boxes on the lawn. Everything she bought with my money, hers to keep. Everything she built using my name, gone. Step 4. Control the narrative. I sent an anonymous, factual, professional email to her company's HR department. Attached were her expense records for private trips with a client. A clear policy violation. Termination guaranteed. Step 5. Public perception. The neighbors, the mutual friends, even her parents, they heard the story but not from her. From someone calm. Someone who simply said, "It's sad how people change." Saturday morning, she drove off in her red coupe, hair blowing, sunglasses on, the perfect image of freedom. By noon, I had movers pack up her jewelry, her designer clothes, all of it, and place them gently on the front lawn. No questions asked. By evening, her HR manager had the files. Her access card was deactivated the next day. That night, I poured myself a drink, a quiet toast to the man I used to be, the one who once begged for respect. When her contact photo flashed across my phone, I didn't answer. Let her wonder. Let her step into her own silence. Sunday night, she came back. Headlights swept across the driveway. The car door slammed. Her heels struck the pavement. Fast, angry. Then came the sound, metal scraping against a lock that wouldn't turn. Her voice rose, first in confusion, then panic. What the hell? Mrs. Keller, our elderly neighbor, leaned over her fence. She'd always liked me. When my ex demanded to know what was going on, Mrs. Keller simply said, "Your ex-husband said you'd understand." From the window, I saw it, the confusion crumble into realization. She tried calling me. straight to voicemail. Again. And again. I watched her kneel on the cold pavement, hands trembling as she tried to rescue the fragments of her luxury life from the grass. For the first time, she looked small. The divorce had been finalized months earlier. She just never read what she signed. The assets were transferred, her career ruined, and the house, the one she curated like her Instagram feed, was silent again. I didn't celebrate. I just sat on the porch, sipping the same whiskey she used to tease me for liking. People think revenge burns like fire. It doesn't. It's cold, clear, final. She called one last time and left a voicemail I never played. I deleted her number, then the message. Some locks aren't meant to open again. She said I didn't own her. She was right. I just own the ending.